Okay, so what I'm going to do is remove the struts, the hood struts, so that the hood can provide some room for the braces that I bought. So again, I'm recording this just to try to get every step. I don't think this is anything in terms of being like rocket science, but I didn't necessarily know how to do this, and assuming I do this correctly, okay, so let me show you guys what I've done here. So these are those braces. You can get these at Harbor Freight or Amazon. That's where I got it, off of Amazon. And so the I had to take the hood struts off, and it allowed me to push it a little bit more, more open to give me room for that back hook. And the front one's pretty straightforward. This is where the hook is, right there, and I have it chained up, and then it goes on these rails. This one's not all that great, I don't think. So it hooks back there. It's the same type of eyelet down there. There's another eyelet over on this side, right there, but I don't think that's like an anchor point or a hook point for the weight of the engine. I don't think it is. It would make this a lot easier, for sure, but I don't feel confident doing it there. So anyways, that's how I did it. I don't see another anchor point that's closer. It's closer that way. I don't see one, unless I'm not seeing everything. I'll have to double check. All right, so my next step will be underneath the car. Okay, in my effort to video log every step of the process, it's taken me forever to get things done. But I do it for you. Anyways, so the first step in this process of working on the motor mounts is to loosen this bolt and take this off right here. So that's what I'm going to do right now. This is a 19 mil. Alright. And then those are 17s. Okay, well, they're two different sizes, and a nut flew off. Okay, I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Okay, so I did the same thing on this side, and it allowed me to swing the sway bar down. Okay, next is to remove these 13 millimeter, there's 4 of these 13 millimeter bolts, and then there's 17 mil bolts that hold the steering plate. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 13, and then 1, 2, 3, 17 on each side, so that's 6 total. There's not a bar that goes that way on that side, so there's only two 17 on this side. Okay, so these are proving to be kind of difficult to take out because there's a bolt and a nut that you have to hold both sides, otherwise it'll just keep on spinning. And there's not a lot of room on this side. Well, on this side it is quite a bit. And I want to say that's the value of seeing things on video, because I could not for the life of me understand what people were talking about as to it being difficult one way or the other. So now I know, but had I been able to see a video on it, I could kind of visualize it and then wrap my head around it. Alright, so this is off. Where did this one come from? Oh, over here. That was right here, right. It's the good news, these bushings, I bought some bushings for it, but I think those are aftermarket bushings right there. So the next part of the directions is to move this out of the way. Okay, so the next step in the directions, I'm hoping this will come out on camera, is to remove or loosen that bolt, or I think take it out. It's a 19 mil nut, and then these bolts here. That basically holds the motor mount to the cross member, and after that, I believe, I don't know if you guys can see that. After that, I'll then lift up the engine an inch. Oh. Okay. I don't know how well that came out, but I got them all out. Okay, so I'm at the point now where I'm supposed to lift up the engine an inch. So this is probably the most nerve-wracking thing for me. I'm not sure if everything's going to be as stable as it needs to be. I'm going to try this. It's going to take forever. Okay, so that's about an inch. I'm gonna go underneath the car, see if I can see any difference. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, it's separated. Okay. See that gap right there? Okay, that's it for today.